What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I am here to talk about the just announced UFC 303 Pereira versus Prochazka 2. The card just got completely shifted. Conor McGregor supposedly injured. If he's pulling out of the fight, I feel like it must be serious. I'm going to talk about that a little bit at the end. But I'm going to be talking about the three matchups that got added to this card to save it. And low-key, I feel like it's better than it was before. So I want to say thank you to Alex Pereira and Jiri Prochazka for stepping up and saving this card. Now, listen, guys, if you know me, you follow me on Instagram at Bedtime MMA, you know that I met Alex Pereira yesterday when I'm recording. And I don't want to take too much credit for this matchup, being added to the card to save the main event, which was supposed to be McGregor versus Chandler. First of all, Chandler, it's over for you, buddy. It's over for you, dude. Fight fucking Gamrot, bro. You got a better chance of getting a matchup with fucking Nick Diaz at this point. Genuinely, you do. So, I feel for Michael Chandler, but as for Alex Pereira, Jiri Prochazka, I feel like Chael Sonnen right now. I'm not saying I had something to do with this. I'm just saying when I met Alex Pereira, I shook his hand and I said, bro, you need to step in and save 303. You need to fight Jiri Prochazka, bro. All right? You either got to fight Magomed Ankalaev or you got to fight the storm that's coming, Jiri Prochazka. And, the next day, this guy takes a fight with Jiri Prochazka. So listen, I may be somewhat responsible for this. He did look a bit nervous when I said that to him. He just hit me with like a little, Shoma. So who knows? But as for the matchup, is it the most intriguing matchup of all time? Not really. If it was Max versus Charles, which is what I suggested in my video yesterday about Whitaker versus Aliskerov, I would have dropped the video about that the second it fucking got announced. But, I mean, Jiri Prochazka, Alex Pereira 2, it's a solid enough matchup to fix the card. I am happy with the fight. Am I the only one that just feels like Alex gonna win again? I don't know. Like, are people really like, oh, fuck, Yuri's gonna win the belt? I feel like we're just like, oh, thanks, Alex Pereira, for KOing Jiri again and saving this pay-per-view, giving it a main event. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it feels like to me. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is just, Alex is probably going to win again. Jiri hasn't changed that much from the last fight, and Alex hasn't really either. But we know from their last two fights that Alex has the skills with the calf kick. He has the countering abilities with the hooks that he stopped Jiri Prochazka with the first time. And the biggest factor is he has the power to actually stop Jiri Prochazka from pressuring him. I think when you watch back the Alexander Rakic finish, it's really easy to be like, oh, dude, Jiri Prochazka's fucking improved so much. But he was losing that fight, like the entire fight, basically. And I feel like he was able to tank through Rakic's best shots purely based on weaponized, unhinged, Lego building, woods living autism, bro. And that shit ain't gonna work on Pereira because he's got the same shit, dude. I interacted with bro. All he did was like nod his head like 5 times. I was like, bro, I didn't even mention. This guy's got no fucking energy. So I feel like he's not gonna get mogged, if that's the word you want to use, by Jiri Prochazka. I think he has the power to hurt Jiri Prochazka enough to stop his forward attack, to prevent the oncoming storm that Jiri Prochazka used against Alexander Rakic. Like, stylistically, it's the same bad idea. The calf kicks are going to be hard for Jiri to get past. The reach is going to be pretty similar. Alex Pereira has the countering ability. He has underrated defense as well. I don't see him getting stung with the same shots that Rakic is getting stung with. And like I said, the big difference is he has the skills of Rakic. Probably not as good defensive grappling if Jiri mixes it up, but good enough. Right, we saw that in the first fight. He does have enough wherewithal in the grappling to not get submitted. He will just hold your wrist and ride out the round. I just think he's going to KO Jiri Prochazka again. The only thing I will say about Jiri Prochazka winning, and this is a real thing. This is a real thing. I bring you this because Jiri Prochazka doesn't cut weight. That's the only thing that makes me think Jiri Prochazka might win, is because life is literally perfect for Alex Pereira right now. Like, bro is in the end of a fucking movie right now, dude. He's touring the fucking world. He's chilling out. He just knocked out Jamal Hill. He's got Salty Man Hill crying on fucking Fox Sports. Like, he is living the ultimate good ending of the Alex Pereira storyline right now. And Yuri Prochazka kind of feels like, oh, whatever, we'll just throw this fight together for him, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a really weird chance that maybe the weight cut is really bad for Alex Pereira and it compromises him because you know he's going to cut way more weight than Yuri Prochazka. Yuri Prochazka walks around at 205. He was talking about going down to middleweight. I don't know if he could do all that. He's a fucking unit, bro. But if Yuri Prochazka is in an interview, I can easily make 185. I walk around in the woods at 205 for 6 months for this fight. That might be beneficial to him in this scenario where Alex Pereira has to rush a weight cut, do a lot of dehydration, a lot of sauna work. And I think if he's coming off those toe injuries and they're not fully healed, and he has a short notice weight cut that's bad, Yuri Prochazka might be able to KO him. Might be able to get him flat-footed against the fence, catch him with a big 1-2. But if I have to give a prediction for this fight, I'm going to say Alex Pereira probably TKOs him in round 1 or round 2. He just seems fucking unstoppable right now. Like, this guy is just running the UFC right now. No glaze. He's just running the UFC right now. I just feel like the momentum is on his side. And if he's taking this fight on short notice, he must just be like, yeah, I'll beat Yuri Prochazka. So, main event, clutched up. Alex Pereira, Yuri Prochazka. Big respects to these two for saving the card from Conor McGregor. Mate, you know you're fucking... My foot's a fucking balloon, Michael. Yeah, I would have loved to fucking fight you, mate, but... Mate, my fucking foot is swollen up like a football. Would you like to fucking see it, Michael? Mate, I know you're trying to fucking adopt MVP on the car, mate, but I can't fucking show up to the fight, you know yourself, mate. Regardless of the downgrade of going from Conor McGregor to Alex Pereira, even though, you know, on paper, stylistically, we'll get to on paper later, it is a better matchup. It's a more intriguing matchup. It's the champion versus the number 1 contender. As opposed to Conor McGregor coming back from a huge layoff, Michael Chandler coming off a huge layoff, losing, right? Both of them losing Dustin Poirier. So this is a more important fight. It's just, come on, bro. We wanted to see Conor. We wanted to see Conor, bro. But I will take this as penance from the UFC. You know, listen, bro. Sometimes the best Conor fight is no Conor fight. You want me to be the co-main event of the card? Glad you asked. How did this fight come together? You know, this is what it is, dude. Brian Ortega's title run starts fucking now. Now, here's the fucking thing about Diego Lopez versus Brian Ortega, dude. A lot of people are going to pick Diego Lopez. I fuck with Diego Lopez heavy. Listen, I'm not hating on the guy. I know I said he was going to get fraud checked. I take it back. I think he's a top 10 ranked worthy featherweight. I think he beats Josh Emmett. I think he beats Calvin Kattar. I think he'd be a tough fight for like Lerone Murphy. I think he beats Yair Rodriguez, right? I'm not saying Diego Lopez is not good enough, but I do think he is a little bit overrated and a little bit overhyped in terms of this matchup. I'm seeing people pick Lopez, destroys Ortega. Oh my God, rip Ortega. I'm picking the Eagle, bro. I am picking the fucking Eagle. I'm not doing it for the impression. A little bit is for the impression. But hear me out, dude. Hear me out on this. All right? I'm going with Brian Ortega over Diego Lopez simply because he's the type of fighter that can take your best round and survive. He is the guy that can take a 10-8 round from Volkanovski, win round 5. He can take a brutal beating from Max Holloway, still be able to try and get a takedown in round 3 and round 4, still be pushing the pace even when he's getting stopped. He refuses to give up, right? Brian Ortega has plus attributes in the chin. This guy ain't getting fucking chin. He broke his beak and reshaped it, bro. You ain't chinning Brian Ortega, dude. All right? Cardio, heart, power, which is a big factor in deterring a guy like Diego Lopez who's super aggressive, and the submission threat. So even if Diego Lopez does hurt him, which I think he will do early on, he won't be as able to follow him straight to the grappling as he would with a guy like Evloev, who is set on winning his entire career by decision, which I can respect. I mean, I'm a decision machine myself, right? But it's going to be harder for Diego Lopez to follow Brian Ortega down if he hurts him, right? Because there is that threat of just immediately getting triangle or getting, held down in the guard, Brian Ortega recovering. I feel like Lopez is going to be super fucking dangerous early on in the matchup. I mean, you look back at the other fights that he's had. He won round 1 against Movsar Evloev. He finished all these other guys in round 1, right? Especially the Sadiq Yusuff finish. That's pretty fucking impressive. But like I said, dude, I feel like Brian Ortega is too fucking tough. He's too good in the grappling. and he's got too much, experience in these big fights. To I just don't see him getting finished in round one. You're telling me that Diego Lopez is going to finish Brian Ortega when Yair Rodriguez couldn't, Volkanovski couldn't, right? And Max Holloway really couldn't until round 4. So this is a 3-round fight. I feel like watching back Lopez versus Evloev as well, this is my final detailed prediction for this fight. Round 1, Brian Ortega gets in the cage, rolls his fucking ankle, sees Tracy Cortez in the front row, locks in, gets dropped badly by Lopez early on. Lopez is trying to finish him, ground and pound. Ortega's rolling for a sub or some shit. Lopez stands him back up. He survives round 1. Lopez starts to slow down just like he did against Movsar Evloev on short notice. And guess what type of fight this is? Short notice, baby. Brian Ortega plucks his feathers, sharpens his beak, adjusts his talons against the rock. He locks up a head and arm choke in round 3. I'm going with Brian Ortega round 3 submission, bro. The title run starts here. You can laugh about the eagle all you want, bro. When he's flying over your fucking head cawing, bro, we'll see who's laughing, dude. Give me Ortega by round 3 submission, bro. Fuck Diego Lopez, yeah? You little fucking emo fool of a tank. Don't worry, guys. Connor's still here. I'll just do the Connor impression, guys. He's still on the card. I can just bring him to the press conference, dude. I'll go to the press... Question for Brian T. City Ortega, mate. What the fuck? Mate, how'd you fucking bounce back from your last loss, mate? I need to come back strong, I'm glad you asked. Listen, Connor, I can help you out, bro. Gotta cheat on your girl. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna stop the Brian Ortega. Last fight to talk about. Carlos Ulberg versus Anthony Smith. Now, boys, we are one more fight cancellation away. Jiri Prochazka, please pull out. From Anthony Smith versus Alex Pereira. The only thing that stands between us getting Pereira versus Smith, I feel like, is Carlos Ulberg. Why can I kind of see... Now, hear me out. I picked him at 301. I'm a genius, basically, is what I'm saying. Why can I see Anthony Smith winning this somehow? First of all, this is like a bedtime FC fucking fight card, bro. What the fuck is Anthony Smith versus Ulberg doing on this card? Ortega versus Lopez, bro. This is a bedtime FC fight card. But listen, bro. I feel like Smith Loki can win this if he's, relying on Ulberg going all out in round 1, and if Ulberg's too patient and Smith settles into the fight, I do think he's a hard fight for Ulberg. Ulberg is he's got good kicks and power. His defense is a little bit fucking sus. He got chinned by Kennedy and Zechik, who is aging really badly. And I'm a little bit questionable on his heart, bro. I don't really know. Just because he's had such easy fights, we don't really know what he's going to be like if Anthony Smith puts up a fight. If Anthony Smith survives to round 3 and he thinks he's going to finish him and Smith just survives. But honestly, I'm not going to pick Smith. I'm not going to... As much as I would love Smith to be the one that ruins Ulberg's hype train with his fucking milk body and he just get... I mean, there's levels to this. There's levels to this. That guy, if he does the right things, he'll only lose to me and like 2 other people in his career. On paper, I knew that was going to be an easy fight. You guys didn't know that. But, on paper, I beat all these guys and they know that. Right? I would love to see that, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to say Ulberg wins by round 1 TKO. I think he's just... Because Smith's such a slow starter, bro. I think if Ulberg gets on the gas early, he's probably going to finish him, dude. He's got plot armor as well. They want to see Ulberg versus Pereira. They're going to make it happen somehow. But yeah, great additions to the card. I'm very sad we're not going to see Conor versus Chandler. But yeah, I'm excited by the prospects of Ortega versus Lopez, especially. Ulberg versus Smith. It's a good enough fight. It adds enough to the card. I still wish MVP versus Ian Gary was the featured fight. I'm going to do a video about that matchup because I do have a weird prediction for it. But yeah, these are my thoughts on UFC 303. I hope Conor McGregor can come back soon-ish. I know they said they're not going to do the Sphere pay-per-view for McGregor versus Chandler. So, fuck, bro. August, please. MSG, November. I hope they can make that fight happen quick. Otherwise, Chandler. Michael fucking Chandler, bro. Pack it up. It's over, bro. Stop fucking chasing McGregor, bro. It's done for you, dude. It's over, bro. When are you gonna learn this lesson, old man? You ain't fighting Conor, bro. As soon as Chandler books a fight with somebody else, Conor versus Max is getting announced. That's my final prediction. Chandler's gonna say, just give me somebody else at lightweight, dude. And then we're gonna immediately, yeah, know yourself, mate. Max is a great fighter, bro. I'm ready to fight for the BMF belt. Like, this is a big fight in the division. So, yeah, respects to you, Max. We're gonna put on a hell of a show, brother. It is what it is, brother. We're gonna find out Saturday night, brother. Hey, listen, brother. It's gonna be a good fight, baby. We're gonna find out, brother. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole scenario and on the UFC 303 card. I wanted to give you guys a longer video talking about the fights and giving you my real thoughts on the matchup. So that's why I postponed it to the next day. But yeah, bro. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like. Subscribe to the fucking channel, bro. We're going crazy right now, dude. And yeah, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. And if you got any video ideas, comment your thoughts down below. I'll see you in the next video, man. Goodbye.